Okay, in this video I'm going to do a review on the Boxee box by D-Link. Now the first thing you'll notice about this device is that it looks very unique. It's an asymmetrical cube that looks like it's melting into your tabletop. It was actually designed by Astro Studios, which is the same design company that designed the Xbox 360 and the Microsoft Zune. This device currently retails for $179.99. It comes with a two-sided remote. On the front side you have a directional pad with a button in the center, and then a play-pause button and a menu button. On the back of the remote is a full QWERTY keyboard. The Boxee box is equipped with 802.11 BG and N Wi-Fi built into the box. The CPU is a 1.2 GHz Intel Atom with a Power VR SGX535 integrated graphics processor. It has 1 GB of RAM and 1 GB of flash memory. The device has an HDMI port, an optical digital audio port, an RCA connector for analog stereo audio, 2 USB ports, and an SD card slot. Now this is the main menu interface on the device. The first selection on the far left here is Friends. Now the Boxee software is built to be social, so you can actually link up your Boxee account to Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. The next selection here is Watch Later. Boxee offers a plugin for your web browser on your computer, which allows you to queue up video content to your Watch Later feature on your Boxee box device. I've personally used the Chrome web browser plugin. The next selection here is Shows. These are TV shows. Now here you can see it's organized nicely. It's a nice user interface. On the left-hand side you have different filters. You have the entire show library. You can look at the shows by genre or by channels that they're broadcast on. You also have an option for favorites and my shows. There are 200 different shows that are highlighted here that you can scroll through. And the Boxee box pulls from different sources. We can look at the different sources up here. The premium content provider is Vudu, and then you have all of the other content providers which are generally from the websites. So you have 4Kids TV, BET, CBS, Crunchyroll, Current, the CW, DIY Network, Engadget, FX, HGTV, the History Channel, Hub, Kids WB, Lifetime, Nickelodeon, PBS, PBS Kids, Revision 3, TED, WB, TiVo, VH1, Vice, and Xfinity TV. So if I go to one of the titles over here, let's go to Game of Thrones, click on it. It has all of Season 1 on here, and if I click on it further, it shows you that I can rent it or buy it from Vudu starting at $2.99. Now if you compare the Boxee box to something like the Google TV, Google doesn't pull from Vudu. It pulls from several other different providers, one of which is Amazon.com. But the nice thing about the Boxee box here is that you can actually watch content from network television websites. That's something you can't do on the Google TV. And that's mainly because the Google TV was a higher profile device and the network television stations blocked it. You don't have that problem with the Boxee box. Now I'm going to hit the menu button, and if you notice here, it brings up your basic menu search from your home page. But it doesn't actually bring you back to the home page unless you go down to the home page here. The next selection is Movies, and it's pretty much the same as the television shows. As you can see here, these are all the options of movies that you can rent. And you have your filter on the left-hand side, again your entire library where 200 titles are featured. Then you have the ability to filter it via genres or channels. You can look at trailers and again, My Movies. Let's go over here and see what the content providers are for movies. And you see here you have Data Bazaar Media, Mubi, and again Voodoo as your premium content. And then your free content comes from Easy Takes, Hub, Lifetime, Open Film, Popcorn Flicks, Snag Films, and YouTube. I'm going to hit my menu button again. The next selection I'm going to go to is Apps. Now right here there are 265 apps to choose from. Also, from what I understand, the Boxee Box offers 10 additional apps which contain adult content. I currently have the filter set where it does not include those adult apps in the menu here. If you want to know a list of all the apps available on the Boxee Box, I have a dedicated video for that. So just click on the link at the end of this video and you can check that out. Personally, I use this device primarily as a Netflix streamer, and it works very well. I've owned quite a few streamers in the past, and the Netflix experience on the Boxee Box is definitely one of the best. And this is what the Netflix interface looks like on the device. The same interface that you're going to get on a Google TV. And the next selection is Files. Now, one of the main things that attracts people to the Boxee Box is that it can stream media from your home wireless network. So if you have a server in your house that has content on it, whether it's movies, music, or photos, you can stream all of that content to the Boxee Box. Also, if you like, as I mentioned before, the Boxee Box has an SD card reader on it, so you can actually get content from an SD card on this device, or you can plug in an external hard drive. And this device is compatible with a wide selection of file formats. One of the other things you can do with this device is you can use it as an Apple AirPlay streamer. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can use AirPlay to push content to your Boxee Box and display it on your television set, which is a nice feature. Now the last thing we're going to cover here is the web browser. You won't find a web browser on a Roku device or a device that's similar to a Roku. Let me launch the web browser. And here you go. You have your search/URL bar up top. To the left of that you have a forward and backward button, and to the left of that you have a web history button. On the right side you have a bookmark button and an edit button. And this grid here with stars, those would be your favorite websites. I don't have any favorites marked as of right now. Now if you want to enter in a URL, you can do it with the full QWERTY keyboard on the back of the remote. Or I could just click the OK button and it will bring up an on-screen keyboard. I'm launching YouTube and we're going to check out my YouTube page. And as I mentioned before, this does have an Atom processor in it, and the Boxee software itself is Linux-based, so you can actually surf the web on this device fairly comfortably. It's not painfully slow like you might expect from a small streaming device. The Boxee Box isn't a speed demon, but it's definitely a very capable device. Now because you don't have an actual mouse on this device, you do have a pointer when you do have the web browser pulled up. And to navigate that pointer, all you have to do is use the directional button right here. So I'm just going to go to the right, and then up top, and I'm going to select my videos here, and we're going to play one. Now right now I'm uploading the Boxee Box Apple AirPlay video that I did. And that shows you how you can actually use AirPlay with the Boxee Box. So if you're interested in that, click on the link at the end of this video and you can check it out. So let's go down to the Boxee Box unboxing. And I scrolled down a little far. And to scroll up or down, all you have to do is move the pointer to the extreme top or the extreme bottom, and then scroll up accordingly. Okay, in this video we're going to do an unboxing of the Boxee Box. Now if you're not familiar with what the Boxee Box is, it's a network media streamer, something similar to the Google TV device. Alright, let me make this larger here. It's based on Xbox Media Center. That's XBMC, which And there's a little bit of a lag when it makes it to a full screen view.
Which
but
is
there you go.
source project to have
I'm going to turn this down.
On your computer. In the past, Boxee.
Now, as you can see here, the movement is very smooth. It's not choppy or anything. It's a very pleasant viewing experience. Now, Boxee also offers something that they call a Boxee Live TV Tuner. Basically what it is, it's a little dongle that fits into one of the USB ports on the Boxee box, and on the other side of that dongle you have a coaxial port that you can plug an HD antenna into. And it allows you to watch live TV on your Boxee box. Unfortunately, it doesn't offer DVR functionality, but it does allow you to watch any broadcast that you can pull from an HD antenna on your Boxee box. And that dongle retails for $49 on the Boxee.tv website. So all in all, I have to say that I'm pretty impressed with the Boxee box. I like its wide selection of apps and the amount of functionality the device offers you. It's definitely on par with the Google TV in the features that it offers. And it definitely offers you more than you're going to get on a Roku device. And that's reflected in the price. A Roku device will range anywhere from $49.99 to $99.99. If you still can get your hands on a Logitech Review with Google TV, that device retails for $99.99. And the reason I said if you can still get your hands on it, they're not making any more of them. So if you can still find a Logitech Review, that definitely has the edge on the Boxee box, because both devices will offer you comparable features, even though they do offer you slightly different features, but the features they do offer you are very comparable to each other. But the Review, again, is $99.99, and the Boxee box is $179.99. That's a big difference in price. So if you can still get the Review, I would recommend the Review over the Boxee. Now the question is, will this device give you $179.99 of use? That depends on your use case. If you're only going to use this device as a Netflix streamer, then definitely go with a less expensive device. I personally find difficulty justifying the price of the Boxee box for what it offers me. Now, if you're the type of person that has a lot of media stored on your home wireless network and you want to stream that to your Boxee box, or you're going to be using this a lot for web surfing, then maybe you could deal with that $179.99 price tag. But once you get close to $200, you're getting into the territory where you can actually get a home theater PC that does a whole lot more for you. So I definitely like the Boxee. My only stumbling block on it is the price. It's definitely not possible because of the components that are in the Boxee box, but for an experience like this, I think the $99.99 price point is where you want to be. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to help out my channel, please give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.